Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video to the channel. Welcome to Friday, which only means one thing. Welcome to Runescape free Marketwatch. So in terms of updates for this week, we have had the daily scape overhaul, and this week I've been doing a couple of videos over some of the things which have been majorly changed for it as well, but they'll be in the corner of the video and the description if you guys want to check it out. Overall, a pretty big update which has shifted quite a lot of things and made some daily scape things not worth doing in my opinion, but again, go and check the videos out because they go into some detail on what's good and also what is bad. Not only that as well, as of time of recording, they've just dropped out the player-owned house rework and 120 construction. I'm not sure which one I'm going to do first, whether it'll be Marketwatch or we'll do 120 construction, but whichever video I've not done will be out Saturday morning for the second video there. But really excited from there. Had a brief look and it looks very good, not too detailed, very open in terms of what they want in terms of feedback and stuff, but it seems so far to be very good. However, we are not here for that. We are here for one thing and one thing only. Welcome to Runescape free Marketwatch, where we go through the Grand Exchange on the homepage, price rises and price falls, to pick out anything up in price, down in price, worthwhile to do as a money-making method, or to jump in terms of an investment. So let's go and get started. So the first couple of items which we got on the Grand Exchange this week is going to be Third Age Iron and Zerosian Insignia and also Ancient Gravel. Now Ancient Gravel is going up in price because screening soil and sifting soil will make these archaeology materials which are up in price at the minute. Now, these two are really hyperinflated because they're used for a couple of things. One, they're used to create the crates for the historic components, but also one of the best ways to get historic components is by doing that level 5 spot at the Alchemy dig site, which requires the iron and the insignia to repair those artifacts. At the minute, historic crates are so in demand because of the changes to the best in slot perks, and historic components are at the center of that and are needed for a lot of it. So because of that, there is so much demand on it. It's a great way to go and make some money at the minute, especially if you're going to sift soil. It's one of the money-making methods I suggest to anyone going at the minute is the Ancient Gravel. Sifting soil is going to print you some cash. So really do go and focus on that if you are looking to make some cash. We next have the Keys of a Crossing now at 215.5k. Often with these, same with Ascension keys, they go up, then they go down. We are just in a period where they're currently going up. We have the Roar of Awakening and the Ode to Deceit. Again, very similar to the archaeology materials. These are going up in price because they're going to give you the brand new material for perks. So because of that, and because it's quite overpowered as well, these are going to skyrocket in price. And the fact that they've amended the drop table as well for the Sanctum of the Rebirth just means that less are going to come in the game. Because of that, the price will continue to go up. Infernus Pyroclast is still going up, 7.6k for this. And again, this goes very high and very low depending on volume. It's very hard to get hold of a decent quantity as well. And it just depends on what people are doing. If people are doing a consistent amount of Zamorak, you'll get this material coming quite often. If not, it can spike at times. But the Ultra Compost is still around 14 to 15k, so you're going to still pretty much double your money just from turning that into compost, which is really nice. We have Iron Ore at 860 GP each, a hand cannon. Again, this is something relating to invention and perks. Hand cannons are needed to go and do the best perks, and because of that, they're going up in price. Not really something that is hunted very often as well, so this could be something which goes up quite a lot over the next couple of weeks. Maybe it's even worth doing a video on. Let me know in the comments if you want me to go and do that as well. We have a Phasmite Stone Spirit, 430, Spirit Runes up to 80 GP, and Flesh Runes 582. Again, Necromancy Rune Crafting, when they're going up in price, always worth jumping in and doing because you'll make so much money. Chaos Roar is 163.3 mil, Standard Logs 1.2k, and a Chronium Bar now is 13.1k. It has been a little bit of a while since we've seen Smithing Bars go up in price, and Orichalcum has also followed Necronium suit. I don't know if it's fallen under the Grand Exchange this week, but that is also quite high in price as well, so definitely worth doing this. Necronium at that price is just free money. We have Eternal Magical Logs, 4.6 thousand coins, going back up in price, which is nice to see. Again, I think some items rose a bit too quick at the beginning of the year, and they're just starting to settle back down. The construction update as well will only help these go up, so we'll see what that's like when we go and do the construction review as well. The Robo the First Necromancer, 90.8 mil, bronze bars back to 2.2 thousand coins. Spent way too long in the 1,000 range. They were too cheap for too long, but it's nice to see those go back up. Ceramic Scale, 63.4k. Powerful Ghosty Ink, 18.8. The Ghosty Inks do make you so much profit. You are quite hampered by like buy limits and stuff, but definitely look at doing those because you'll make a lot of profit. The Small Crate Historic Component is 1.9 mil, but it'll be way beyond that because again, massive demand on these items and volume will be very low. Clockwork is 9.5k. Now this is going up in price because of Haven Hive being released on Monday. The birdhouses are coming to the game, and because of that, you're going to require Clockwork for it. The big question is, are we going to follow suit on 07 where you get the Clockwork back for every time you loot the birdhouse? If we do, you'll just have a bit of a small spike for when the update's released. If not, these will balloon up because I imagine for Hunter and Hunter Training, birdhouse is going to be quite good. I also missed White Oak, 2.5k, that is another archaeology item going up in price as well. We have Adam and Bar at 4.7k each, Silverhawk Feathers recovered a little bit, 7.7k. We'll see these gradually rise again. I think this is very similar to one of the items we mentioned before where it rose too quickly, and because of that it's settled down and it's going to go again in terms of its price. But Bond, because of the updates to membership prices, Bonds actually hit 95 mil and we're starting to become at a point where they were quite cheap. But because of the changes to the membership, people want to pay with in-game cash instead, quite rightly so, because the prices are just not good. 121.1 mil for that, and I can imagine these going even higher because of that as well. Light Amica at 4.9 thousand coins each, Gloomfire Bow 100.7 mil, and the Spike Harness is 214.4 mil. We have the Mask of Tummican at 533.3 mil, Skekna's Hypno One pieces, again trying to find their price, they take forever to properly update, and hopefully with the Grand Exchange update that's going to fix that for the future. We have a couple of seeds up in price. The Shadowglaive, again that's going up in price because it's linked to perks, 9.4 mil for that. Same with the Crest of Zaros, and I imagine at some point we'll see the Dragon Hunter Lance. They'll be going up in price because of the Invention items they provide. Animal Furs, 3,000 coins each. White Berries up in price, 2.8k. Springs, similar to the Silverhawk Feathers, going up in price, 4.3k for that, really nice. Scrimshaw Vampirism, 1.7 mil. This is something I was trying to buy on the main account for a bit of an investment. Only because, again, like, Vampirism aura is now gone. But Scrimshaw Vampirism can be very, very useful. And this will go up a little bit because, again, it's very much worthwhile in terms of an item. Really good for those mid-level accounts as well who need a little bit of help with training. We have Stonewall segments back over 10,000 coins for the first time in a couple of weeks. Zaros Godsword, 224. Ek Zek Kill, 2.1 bill. And a Mithril Bar is 2,000 coins. We have a fully charged Amulet of Glory, 14.4, Masterwork Spear of Annihilation at 255.5 mil, and a Rune Pickaxe, 17.3k. Spirit Weed Seeds at 1.7k each, Orichalcum Ore 2.8. Like I mentioned before, the bars are going up, so the ore quite rightly would go up because of it as well. A unchecked Black Dragon Egg at 193.5k, and Bone Rune 379. We have an Iron Bar at 2.2k each, an Uncut Jade at 6.2 thousand coins, White Marble 2.6, Fossilized Bone 2.3, and Dark Amica 4.8k. So we have an awful lot of archaeology materials up in price. Now for historic components, not all archaeology items or archaeology relics give that material, only a certain kind. So this is why only specific types of archaeology materials are going up. I believe the Zaros set and also the Saradomin set do give most of these. And it's not completely the whole range of artifacts. It's like up until level 70 or 75. So definitely keep an eye on it. Definitely go and check it out on the wiki. But like I said before, I'm going to be doing a video on this in the week. And not just focusing on the level 5 spot, but all of the different artifacts you can do for this as well. Because you might have quite a lot of that in the bank already. However, what a week for price rises. We have a lot of items here going up in price. We have ores, bars, necromancy runes up in price as well. All of the treasure hunter stuff as well, but most importantly, a lot of stuff linked to these perks. And this is why archaeology is such a great skill to have in the game, is that with the perks consistently changing, the best in slot perks always changing depending on updates, you can have items spike up in demand from absolutely nowhere because they are now relevant in terms of Perkscape, which is really, really nice. But a lot of things here this week, which are very much worthwhile doing in terms of the price as well. However, price falls. What are we going to get in terms of that? Let's see what we've got in terms of things which we could pick out for a little bit of a deal. So starting with, first thing I can see is a lot of price falls in terms of runes. So we have water runes, fire, air, body and mind all down in price, which is quite weird to see all that. But again, Viswax is no longer in the game. Demand for runes has gone down considerably. And I really think it's a little bit sad because Viswax did a great price for holding up the price of runes and making runecrafting so profitable. Now, Ghostly Essence is down to 8.3 thousand coins. Still a little bit expensive if I was looking to buy this, but this is an item which doesn't come into the game in massive bulk and does go up in price quite a lot. So if you're someone who uses a lot of Ghostly Essence, now could be a good time to be keeping an eye on the price and picking up some up. If it was me personally, around 5.5 to 6,000 coins, I'd look to buy it some just because of where it's recently gone in terms of its price rise. Starbloom Flower Seed, 29.9k each. We have Vibrant Energy at 257. Earth Runes as well, 20 GP for that. And Acadia Wood Spirits, 119. We have a Dragon Dart Tip at 2.2 thousand coins. Rune Bolts, 133. And a Blood Rune at 484. We have Dragonkin Bones at 10.6 thousand coins each. Wyvern Bones as well, 11.4 thousand. These were some bones I invested in a little while ago and actually sold for a pretty decent profit. These have a long way to drop if they're going to drop anywhere like they used to, so I'm going to probably look at buying these around 6,000 coins. The reason why I buy Wyvern Bones is because they have a dual purpose. If they don't go up in terms of their actual price, I could use them either for prayer, although it's kind of a bit of a waste, or also grind them into wyvern bone powder to then use for super prayer potions. We have Dagganoth bones at 6.3 thousand coins each. Again, something I'd probably look at investing for bones, just because I've still got to do 200 mil prayer. Anytime bones go cheap, I like to just pick them up because they always seem to bounce back anyway. Steel bars, if you're looking to make clockwork, down in price, 1.8 thousand coins each, and ectoplasm, 1,000 coins each as well. We have Aerate bones at 7.4 thousand coins, crystal skill chompers 2.1, vital sparks 115.9k, and we have a ruby ring at a price of 1.6 thousand coins. We have radiant energy going down 209, sparkling energy going down 341. Gloves of Silence is now 43.3k, and a coconut is 3.7 thousand coins. We have Hardened Dragon Bones at 9.6 thousand, Dragon Metal 3.7, Maltrite Green at 9.4. Again, these wouldn't be related to anything which provides historic components, so there's not really too much of a demand there. We have the Blackstone Heart at 580.5k, and the Arrow Tips at 5.4. Pure Essence 43 GP each, the Potion Flask is 6.3 thousand coins. I'm really interested to see where this settles because I tried it for the video the other day and it is rough to do this. It's not the best way to go and make some profit. Mahogany Frames 40,000 coins, a Ring of Wealth is 14.1k, Amulet's Power 4.6 and Chaotic Brimstone at 6.3. Cadmium Red 9.3 thousand coins each, a Bomb Vial is 1.4k. Fizzwax is 8,000 coins and a Staff of Light is 4.3 mil. Raw Rocktail 1,000 coins, we have a Yellow Santa 27.7 mil, Selfish Soup 28.6. Teak Plank is 426, the Charlotte Genesis is now 950 mil, underneath 1 bill again. Impure Essence is 163, and regular Ghosty Ink 5.7k. So, in terms of price falls this week, there's definitely some stuff I'd look at investing as well. Don't know what's really happened to the bone price, that seems to have imploded. Again, you've got 3 mid to high tier bones there, which are going to be very much worthwhile investing in if you're looking to train your prayer, possibly beyond 99. I'd look at these probably in a week or two. Aerate bones at 7.4k is actually pretty good for the XP they give as well, so that's something I'll be looking at and probably invest in at some point as well. And we have other things like archaeology material, dragon metal, malachite green going down in price, and a couple of other items worth looking at and worth picking up if you want to as well. However, that's going to wrap up Marketwatch this week. Really hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you're doing in terms of your investments, your movements for this week. Drop in the comments section below. Any ideas for videos, please drop in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.